Just click that there, get stream health up, because we want stream health. After what happened last time, we want to be seeing the stream health. What's happening? Crypto fam, happy Sunday. Good afternoon and welcome back to Love Crypto. I'm Scott. It's a pleasure to have you here, whether you're tuning in live now or in the future. I appreciate you taking the time out to consume the content, so thank you. Hopefully you learn a little something about Unreal Engine today, because this stream I'm going to show a little bit of what I've done, what I'm doing, and then I'm going to show a little bit of what's called Hour of Code. It's basically a learning, it's an asset on the Unreal Engine marketplace that allows you to, it's designed for a teacher to teach students basically, but if you use it, you can basically become the teacher and the student at the same time. If you get your kids on that, I promise you will see the benefits of your kids gaming in the future and what can be done with Unreal Engine. As a start, let me just get something up here, because I want to play a little. If I get copywritten, I get copywritten. Past caring, because I want people. I think people should see this. Let's just maybe not.
Shot. Being able to.
Now probably gonna get copy written for this, but I think people need to see that this is what's being done professionally outside of the gaming industry. Like we spoke in the last video in the first the other week about how it's being used for architecture and stuff. This is basically what the professional film industry and a very, very popular show, The Mandalorian, has been doing with Epic Games Unreal Engine. Now, I want to highlight the fact that the engine might be free, but obviously a lot of the gear they're using here isn't going to be free. I just want to show you the potential of when we talk about careers and the fact that you can become self-taught in a brand new technology that's now taking over other industries and technologies. Gaming's become a path to many, many careers. So let's just watch a couple of minutes of this.
Part of what's been fun about collaborating on The Mandalorian with Lucasfilm and Disney is that we have been able to see through a few technical innovations and a few firsts that I think are going to have a lot of impact on the way television and movies are made moving forward. In partnership with ILM and Epic, we have put together a system whereby which we can have game engine, real-time render, and video wall technology coming together to create a backdrop for the big, beautiful world of Star Wars.
The volume is 21 feet tall, it's 75 feet in diameter, run by 7 machines, pumping the visuals onto the screen that's being created in pre-production and can be on the screen within 24 hours of being finaled.
It's incredibly impressive when you first walk out there because it completely surrounds your peripheral vision. And you really quickly forget that you're indoors and you're not out on some planet's surface. It feels like a real three-dimensional environment surrounding you because it is a three-dimensional environment.
You can allow your key creatives to all make decisions together so that the shots are captured entirely in camera, which allows for a better performance.
And what was so exciting about this is by bringing those people together, things started to click. And we started to realize, well, let's not just do green screen and interactive light. If we're going to design the whole set in game engine ahead of time, maybe we could have some in-camera effects.
Everything in the volume is designed to both light the actors and to be a background that we can directly photograph. So you end up with real-time final pixels in camera.
If you look at visual effects heavy films, you've got a film set and then it's going to go to post and it's going to get the world put in. Here we're considering all of that at the same time, and how do we create a background and foreground that live together on the volume harmoniously.
When we started to play with the idea of using Unreal Engine for virtual production, that's one of the things that Richard and John started to embrace, is that you've got this very dynamic world where you can have randomization of things and find the happy accident that gives you the perfect shot. Being able to see the actors point at things and see what they're looking at was pretty transformative. It gave everybody context, with the added benefit that if you want to move a mountain from there to there, you can do it instantly.
You could switch between the Iceland location to the desert location, all within the same day of shooting.
The ability to shoot a 10-hour dawn is extraordinary. To shoot any sequence where you say, oh, this world's not quite right, let's just move it a little bit. An extraordinary number of benefits and advantages for shooting in that environment. It's mind-blowing what that tool is.
What you see is really what you get. And that's something that really means a lot to filmmakers, especially those who have worked with a more traditional approach in the past.
Shots of character in a vehicle traveling through a complex environment is always very difficult to do believably on stage. LED screens are a wonderful solution to that problem, because what you're doing is you're taking this technique of image-based lighting that we've been using in computer graphics for years, and use it to light a subject.
And then we would do shoots where we would texture map real lit surfaces onto our game engine Geo, and so the camera could move anywhere. We would do interiors, like Werner Herzog's office. And then you started doing things like building sets into it, having half a spaceship with reflective surfaces. And so it became exciting because by the end of the season, it was like, let's start designing sets around what this could do well.
Just like the good old days.
With Star Wars, we're building on a rich legacy of innovation, and getting to partner with Jon Favreau to make his ambitious vision a reality, it's really a game changer for filmmaking.
Like, for anyone who doesn't really get how big that actually is, green screen has truly revolutionized cinema and the way we create content that's not really there. A video of a scene, a location that's not really there. And although that's still not really there, the little remarks about the actors being able to look right and actually see where they are in the world instead of it all just be green. Oh, it's game changing on so many levels. Charles K, what's real anymore? June, what's happening? Damien Black, let's go, baby. There's what's possible professionally. What's being done now in Hollywood with Epic Games Unreal Engine. Absolutely incredible. Let's have a ganders at what I've been doing. Then we'll have a look at a fun, easy and creative way you two can get into it and start understanding how the mechanisms work. It can be in a game like this at first and move it on to something more professionally productive like The Mandalorian, or you can do your own creative stuff. Firstly, this is what I'm doing. We saw last week I had the Moon Outpost. I've got the laboratory. You might notice that I've added a few things to this now. We've started adding a little bit of detail in the control room. We switched the beds. I didn't like the other bed. If you remember the other one last week, I didn't like it there. It just made sense to have the same beds. And I have actually implemented what's called character skills. Now, I do want to emphasize that I want people to understand during this just how much you can do with the free content. And it's likely eventually whatever project you're doing, you're going to have to invest time or money or both into the project. This has cost me £100, but it solved so many problems. I'd have been an idiot not to buy it. It gives me the abilities that I want. It gives sounds, effects, it gives everything. We'll have a little look at it soon. Or in fact, we'll look at it right now. So this is my player with the character skills implemented. You can see in the top, we can press G to throw a grenade. Boom! What? So we've just got like unlimited grenades at the moment. We'll have to set it up to give them a limit if you wanted to do that. But we can press 1 and equip the baseball bat. So we're going to start in the hospital on the game with basically no abilities, and we'll build up learning the abilities. So at first you'll wake up and them buttons won't work. You'll have to go and find the bat. You're going to find the bat. You're going to have to try and get in the comms room or something. And then these assets that he give us in this pack, like I say, he's not give them, he's sold them. But we've got them now. Here's one. I want to know that it's got no nav mesh bounds. If you remember yesterday, last week we had a nav mesh bounds. He's actually got none, so he doesn't move, but he will fire at me. So all the smoke, all the effect, everything came with the asset. He actually jumped over there. What the hell? Shouldn't be. The animation moved in. Right, so we will move through animations. Get dead, bruh. He will move through animations without a nav mesh bounce. I've just learnt something myself. He was putting the game not to really move from the spot, to just stand there and fire. But obviously when he runs an animation, he could move forward at you. Get dead, mate. So, this character movement, we're barely even scratching the surface here. I'm just having fun with a baseball bat. But if I press Q, it activates abilities. You can start zapping him. If I scroll up, it changes to fire, ice, electric. If I scroll down, it goes single shot, splash, area. I'm going to take a few of them shots to kill you. But this is the general gist of gameplay. Now if I go to my other level and show you what it's like when there's more of them there, what we can actually do with the level base. Let's save that because of what I'm all in there. What's happening, Tiny Papa? Bought some ADA because Coinbase not have XRP. ADA's legit to have, mate. Everyone should have a little bag of ADA. Everyone should have a little bag of ZERPs, in my opinion. Not trying to tell you what to buy. But, yeah. Goodbye, mate. Goodbye. Would seen new highs lately. 177 this morning around 8 o'clock. Was at 172 not long ago. ADA. New higher highs and higher lows. It's what we all want to see. But we also don't want to be sat looking at charts all day, every day. So we come onto Unreal Engine to create and learn. Here we go. So we're at the moon base. Show off a few more of the abilities now, I guess. Let's get him up here. We have got super jump, hold 3. Double jump, boom. And the dash. By pressing V, the dash. Double jump's just space in the air. We've got teleport, hold X. Put that over there. And then press T. Boom. We're here. What? Are you, mate, I'd have paid a $1 for that, bro. I'd have paid a $1 for that. Legitimately sprints. Saw a few of the abilities before regarding throw the grenade. He flies. Or he will legitimately fly. Pressing F and then press F again, he's going to land. Falls don't kill him yet. We could set that up though, or we could keep him to just survive any fall. Again, Q gets them out. What we're going to do, we're going to want the fire. Because at the moment, the fire's set up to kill them quicker. I literally just want to show you in the courtyard a load of sending to picture, nice. I'm just going to show you a few of the AI we've got set up. And then we'll get onto Hour of Code because I really, really want to show off Hour of Code. I think it's great. I need to give a shout out. Oh, what? We've got some drones. We've got a lot of guys here that are just going to off. Oh. Now you see the elf goes down. Go to area squad. They're all there. Scroll back up. Oh, we nearly. Woo! Cheer there. What, bruh? Yeah, that's telekinesis, bruh. Tractor beam in it. He's got a built-in tractor beam, this guy. Press C and it launches it. So the health and energy and that's just coming back at the moment. We would have to set it up a little differently if we wanted it different. But once these guys see you and they're in a nav mesh bounds, they come running. And these are the ones created by by the guy who sold the package. They just come with a package. You literally just dragged into the level. I say fire kills are rapid, but if we make that fire ability one of the last you get, they're going to be harder to kill. At first, you'll have the electric one, which will slow them down, but it won't kill them as easy because they're obviously infected by nanobots, aren't they? That story, so electricity is going to give them a boost, if anything. Yeah, it can slow them down, but you need the heat or the ice to truly destroy them. That's what we're getting at. And that's where we're basically up to. I've built the landscape that I showed you last week. If you haven't seen the landscape, go and have a look in the video from about a week ago for game development. I had a little chat about how I built this moon landscape and the levels that are being attached to it. And I'm building this world out basically, bit by bit. Learning what I can as I go along, buying assets when I have to, when I can't make them myself, and I'm super, super happy with the progress and how it's coming along. So yeah, if you are interested in getting into Unreal Engine yourself, and all this is looking like, what the hell am I even going to do about all this? Have no fear. There is something there for you, and I'm telling you, it's absolutely unbelievable. Like most things on here are, they're unreal. The name's genius, Unreal and Epic Games. Cheers, June. I legitimately thought I was going to die then. I didn't want to die. I don't want to die on my own game. But, yeah, you can see how it's easy to kill one when there's one there. But once you add a few different actors from a few different directions, we get a really complex scene. Let me close this now. And we're going to go to Epic Games. We're going to go to the marketplace, and we are going to search Hour of Code. Unreal Engine's Hour of Code. Oh, look at the little guy there, bless him, bless him. So, while mine's opening, you'll notice there's some links in the description all regarding this Hour of Code, and they are regarding this. So I want to give a shout out to Dev Addict. Dev Addict, I've been watching a few of his videos to learn a few features and that of Unreal Engine. Excuse me. He has not only give a shout out about Hour of Code, but he's done a full rundown in a 1 hour 52-minute video of him going through the lesson. Now, like I said before, this is a lesson plan set up for a teacher to give a lecture to students and teach them how Unreal Engine works and how they can create a platform game from it. We go to the lesson plans from Unreal Engine. It's closed off now because it's actually loading up. But when you're in the marketplace, you've loaded it up. It's got a link to the lesson plans, which brings you here. You have lesson 1, lesson 2, lesson 3, lesson 4, and lesson 5 in separate PDFs, in case anyone's wondering when they get on the first PDF why it doesn't carry on to the end of the game. It's separated into 5 different lessons. Just to give you a little heads up, there's a lesson plan, the student guide, and the teacher guide. You want the teacher guide. You want to become the teacher and the student at the same time. So you're going to read through this as the teacher, and then you're either going to implement it yourself or implement it yourself with your children. And you can start teaching your children how Mario works. Start teaching your children how Sonic the Hedgehog works as a 2D, as what surfaces they can stand on, what surfaces they can't stand on, what surfaces you can jump up through the middle, through underneath, but then land on the top, like you do in Sonic. This is what Dev Addict runs through. He runs through the PDF bit by bit and shows you how to do it on a video, which is incidentally how I came across it. Now we're open, it'll be loaded up soon. Should be coming on. Can take a while to load. And I don't want to load 2 of them. Here she comes. Here she comes. 2 asset open. Oh, ignore that. So it brings you on the platform, and obviously you'll have to follow the PDF a little bit, but we'll just showcase the first little bit basically, and have a little have a little gander. So we got here is the player start. This is where the player actually starts. So got a bit of redundant level down here because it's behind them. And every player is going to want to just progress. And what we have to do, we have to allow them to get over here. And then from here, they've got to get to here. Activity 1, destination. Let's get the player there. Sounds simple enough. So what we're going to do, we're going to drag him there and move him. You'll notice that every time you highlight, it goes yellow. That means you've got it. Even if it's through a surface. So even through a wall, once we've seen it go yellow, it'll move it inside the wall. It allows for moving it great distances relatively easy. And we're going to... Oh, there's another little tip here, actually. I'll show you the end tip. So, bad size, it's going to tell me it don't fit in there, it don't fit in there. Will it fit there? We'll press end and it'll drop it down to the floor. So it's on the floor now. We'll move it back, and then you see the little light blue arrow is the direction the player's facing. So we're going to give that a little twist so they're facing out. So the player's going to start down there now, facing that way. We'll just save that. And we're going to hit play. Yeah, Wellington Silver, hopefully we've got people working on it at the moment, and if not, we're looking to help or learn how to do it ourselves or help people do it. Either way, yeah, fully looking at implementing NFTs and blockchain into the games in the future and looking at how to do it either through this engine or a different engine. So, when you first come on this, I had a play of it yesterday and I put collision on that platform. Usually you'd have fell through that and got stuck down here, so the player gets stuck down here then. What you need to learn to do, the first lesson, we can come out with escape, but the player won't be able to get out if they fall down there. So the first lesson is to put collision on this mesh. And it's legitimately, if I just show you, there's the mesh there. If I drag it in, collision here at the top. It's got simple collision, complex collision, collision, add collision, blah, blah, blah. You're basically just adding collision like that. So you see it brings out a box that they can stand on. At first it was just a mesh you fell through. That's then got properties regarding which side you can come through and can it be jumped through from underneath and whatnot. So it's basically lesson number 1 is how to get that first platform so the player can stand on it. Then we obviously need more of them to jump between, don't we? So we've got two options there. We can either grab this mesh down here and just bring one in, but if you notice, it's kind of hard to line it up with the other one. We put that back in there. We actually don't want that out. What we're going to do is slide along like that, using WSD while holding in the right click button here, the right mouse button. And then we're going to hold Alt as that goes yellow and pull it. It's going to duplicate it. And then we're going to move along. We're going to hold Alt again and we're going to do another one. And then we're going to do another one. And obviously we can then, we should have enough to jump across with 4. Can't imagine it being more than 4. Like I say, oh, no, we don't want them both lit up. We want them both moving. Are they paired? They was clipped on together then. There we go. So if we play now, well, if we save, play, we're still going to get stuck, but if you follow the lesson, you'd add a pain volume at the bottom. So it killed the character if they fell down. Floor's lava kind of thing. If they hit that floor there, they'd go back to the start. But then we've got no way over there. But we just learnt a little skill, didn't we? Or you will learn a skill in lesson 1 of holding Alt and copying something. Oh, we're going to bring that over here. That's huge, mate. So we've got a little scale thing there. And if we hold them all, it'll scale it down. Gonna hold Alt again, boom. Up a little bit. Hold Alt again, boom. Up a little bit. Hold Alt again. I mean, I don't know what people think, and people have to give me some feedback, but I'm pretty sure when I finally get, I mean, I've not really sat down with Sebastian on it yet or with anything like this, but I'm pretty sure Sebastian is going to love this. Actually creating your own game and then playing it. We don't even know whether, no, we are not making that jump, bruh. Are you crazy, Scott? Mate. That's also another lesson. He's just going to fall forever. We've not put it in yet. But he would fall forever. You need to put like a minimum height that you can fall to before the character's dead, so to speak. We need to make sure this is actually jumpable for the poor guy. Because he had no chance. And again, I don't know if most of you kids are going to get bored doing something like this. I don't know. But any kid into gaming, I'm telling you just to have a go. Have a crack at just seeing if they're into it. It can't hurt. We're going to merge some here now and make them step. So I'm just going to hold Alt and move it a little bit. And then move it up. Hold Alt, move it a little bit. Move it up. And then we should have some little makeshift steps there. Look at that. Yes, mate. Gotta make these jumps now. Gotta make these jumps now. Yeah, June. When I found this, I was like, what? They're just giving you everything. Not only did they give you the tools to actually do it, but they give you tool. Look, we're here. Activity number 1 done. Yay! 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 We did it. We made it. But guys, come on. We can have fun. Look at this moving one here now. What? I want to point out, if this was set in a different direction, it's also going to teach you how to make a lift. That's not just a horizontal platform. The platform can be put vertical, and then the disc that's on it made horizontal, moving up and down, and you've got an elevator / lift, as we'd say in the UK. See how it's come back to beginning now? Now the pain volume in the other one is the pain volume we want in that one. And again, we could cheat. We could cheat, couldn't we? And come here like this. Be like, where's your pain volume, bruh? Where's your pain volume? Is that it? Pain causing volume. Well, we know now, don't we? If we alt, the lesson will teach you how to make one, but we can just bring one out ourselves. And we can alt that bad boy over there. And then if he falls down that hole again, we actually really don't need it that big. Probably don't even need it that big. Let's zoom in. So, in the lesson plan, you're going to actually want to have a look at how to create the pain volume. And don't just rely on... I've just got used to doing that because I'm using assets that are pre-made. But you're still going to want to revert, like, you want to going to do this properly through the PDF and follow it that way. But if we fall down there now, we come back and we've got the pain volume in. And we've basically got the beginnings of our own game. Any jump we missed now in here, they're dead. The only thing we have missed that we would need to do is the height one. But again, follow Dev Addict for a really good and comprehensive walk along of it. But then I like them steps. Them steps works really well. Got to jump up and still you can't just walk up them. We've even got a sprint. Oh. But this is what I meant last week by not just the capabilities of the engine, but how much content's actually available in the Learn tab. It's absolutely incredible. I just struggle to get my head round it at times, what's available for free. Like I say, I've paid for assets, but AAA games get millions invested. I've just spent 2 months and a couple of £100, and I'm super happy with the progress. Super happy with that character skills. I mean, it's next level character movement that I was trying for ages to get that nailed down. What I will show is if you've bought something and you want to move some characters in there and use the mesh, because a lot of animation, a lot of content doesn't come with animations basically. So if we go to the library, again, we want to choose a small one here. We don't want to be messing about. I should have prepared for this. CryptoPunk's a small one, apparently, so I'm told. Cyber? Chris, you've killed me. You've killed me, mate. I can't say I don't say Cyberpunk anymore. It's like, yeah, it's CryptoPunk. Now there, add to project. I want to start a project. Horror Engine. Let's do the inventory system. So we've just purchased a custom soldier, and we want to add it to a project. We want to add it to the inventory system because we don't want the flaming mannequin. So we're going to click add to project, and we're going to open the inventory system project that's now going to. It's the project we've started to create. So obviously you can use Hour of Code to learn to create one, but then you're going to want to start building your own. And then after you've started building it, you're going to get assets that you need to add to the Unreal Engine mannequin and whatever to get the look that you actually want. So we'll just show that. Again, it's a getting started video, so we don't really want anyone to be like, oh, I wonder how you did set up your own character. So how you saw I was using the character skills, he actually looks like Keanu Reeves at first. But if we play this and come out, you'll notice we've got the mannequin. Target spotted. They're going to get me in a minute, so I better get rid of. In fact, they don't shoot in here, do they? Just kill them all so they don't do our heads in. Headshot Scott. Target spotted. Shut the fuck up. Target spotted. But if you want someone else other than that mannequin, you want to get your own guy in. Here's the customized soldier. This is the content we've just added. So you've got the jig infantry system that was the project initially, which has got all these files in there, and then we've just added the customized soldier. But like I say, it's a separate character. So we've got the mesh in here, full skeleton for the soldier we want, SK body 2. So we just, even though they're the same skeleton, we can actually reassign it to take all its animations and stuff. So we've got the one here. That's the one from the customized soldier pack. And that's the one from the jig infantry. So we're going to swap them over. So that's now ready for the jig infantry thing. It's just instantly compatible. Whether that needed to be done or not for it to actually work initially, it just saves any skeletal problems down the line. We can now go to where that character is. Demo. We are looking for BP Jig character. And when he loads up, we go to viewport, and there he is. But we don't want him, so we're going to click on mesh. A quick way to do it, because once you've added a load of mesh, you're going to be in here, you're going to be like, where the hell is that thing? So if we move that out of the way here, rapid, and we just go back to where that mesh was, and we click it, so it's highlighted, we can then come here, and that little arrow there is going to use selected asset from the content browser, and boom. And you'll notice if the skeletons weren't compatible, he wouldn't move now in the animation pose. He wouldn't be like moving his shoulders up and down and stuff. So we're just going to compile save that. The next time we press play now, we're that guy. We're him. Like, we're not the mannequin anymore. We're our own character. Completely rejig to this skeleton, so there'll be no problem. You notice how there's no problems with the added skeletal bones that are holding the backpack and the gun and stuff, because we remapped the mesh to the existing skeleton of this. We could have had issues where the guns are mounted and stuff if we'd have not done that. Although we'd have still moved around and stuff, it wouldn't have worked quite how you wanted it to. Decent this jig infantry. I just wish I'd have found character skills before I bought it. Yeah, I'm gonna go back to my map now soon and just add a load of them to kill me. I just wanted to basically show how to jig or how to rejig a mesh to a new skeleton, and there's it can actually remap bones as well. It's really, really good. You'll get some older tutorials that say it can't be done, but I beg to differ. What I'm going to do is I might actually show the demo map of the character skills, actually. No, we'll just add a load of monsters to a map and see if they kill me or I kill them. Not far off tea time, but what are we actually, 40 minutes? Yeah, I only really wanted it to be an hour or so, and I did want to get through what I've already done relatively quickly. What map are we on here? Check me guy smoking a cigar. What are you doing, mate? You're a robot. You're a nanobot, bro. You're just a vessel. Tech. Got no lungs to smoke. Is there a course that teaches you how to create blockchain or NFT game? It can really mean for all games on the blockchain. Is blockchain different for NFTs? What happens with game engines, mate? A lot of people will build their own game engine to suit their game, and obviously, if you're not that, if you can't really do that, you'll just use an existing game engine. Let me just turn the volume down on that. So this is what can be done when people gain powers. Is showcasing like that. Look, if you do an ability tree, and you're going to introduce different powers as you get through a level. This is the kind of thing that we can look at being able to do. So we can actually sprint now. We couldn't sprint a second ago, which is a decent way of doing it, especially if, like, say, you're gonna have a skill tree. You've obviously got some a health injection there. Press E to pick that up. I mean, that looks a far jump. No, I can't even see that, bruh. I've not made it. So, yeah. There's, that happened. Oh, mate, I died loads of times here last time. Can't do this. Get me to the side. Yeah, get away from that, mate. That's next level ridiculous. They take you out, bro. They take you out. This is he's great how he set this up. Showcasing the abilities, but not only showcasing the abilities, showcasing how they can be used in game to get them. Like, that's a choking, drowning effect. He's got a choking animation, and he's used it to show that there's a choking animation within the pack for the swimming ability. So he's now been given the ability to swim, and if you couldn't swim, you'd be doing that underwater. Yeah, you'd have the I can't swim animation, and we've now got water. And yes, mate, you know it swims. You press shift to dive, I think, is it? Control to dive, spacebar to float. When we need to get out relatively quick, because you see the white bars going down. But that's a sick, a pretty sick water effect, if you ask me. And I'm almost definitely going to use it in a power plant, you know, to have reactors underwater or something. It's almost definitely getting used in a level that it's absolutely incredible. And again, you getting all this for £100. I purchased this for £100, man. It seemed a lot to people when you first say it. But all these assets are not got telekinesis yet. Is it going to give it us now? Again, it's all magic based, but we're going to have it technology based. We're saying these are abilities through technology. It's all 0 point energy. And this is just tractor beam, which is in theory possible anyway. So, again, it's all possible as future tech. There'll just be a little bit of an explanation in the lore of how you're getting the ability. And here's the beasts. Get down, mate. Get dropped, bruh. Where's he gone? Boom, there he is. Oh, did someone throw you up, mate? Did someone throw you up? This is epic. Look, there's a locked door. Locked door, powered up. This is a sick blueprint, bro. Locked door, what we're going to do, we're going to pull that out of there. Yeah, got no power in that side now, has it? Gonna pull that out of there, get over there, got no power in that. And we're gonna... What? Are you shitting me? So again, I don't know how some of this is working. I'm not gonna sit here and lie. I do have to re-engineer a lot of it. But some of it... I do know how to do, and I do know how it's working, but and the rest of it's just a matter of learning how it works. Like, I'm not very good with this. I messed up here before. I was lucky to even get across. Because what I noticed is if we've not got much movement there now, it's moving me. But if I click the mouse button, it's moving the platform. What's going to be down? Control. So I actually need to come off there so I can look now. Because we've got to build a bridge here. I'll let it go with the right one. So again, middle click button. Are you shitting me with these mechanics? These are they're in the game already. Because no, come up a bit, space. Over a bit, control that down there like that. Right click. Get the bat out, lad. We've got the bat. I've actually got the bat. Yeah, I've got the bat just in case. Mate, you need a tractor beam when you can do that, G. Obviously not got double jump and that yet. But this tutorial he's put together to go through this is just amazing, in my opinion. Like, it's absolutely incredible. We need to stop that game loading on that map, actually. So, you go to show, so go to also, can all games on the blockchain? Yeah, well, an NFT is just an item on a blockchain, Wellington. It's an item that's basically minted on the blockchain, just like the cryptocurrency is. What we're gonna do? Let's get a big nav mesh bound. Let's have a big riot meet somewhere down there. Let me get down there. Whoa, not that quick, Scott. I'm going to legitimately show you how good it is and how sick it is what this guy did. So we just produce a nav mesh bounds volume so people can move about. That means the AI can move about in that. Make it a bit bigger. Press P just so it's visible at first. You can see the other one in there. That's why they can move about inside. And we're going to have a little area here where these ones can move about. Remove P because you motherfucker. Fuck. Am I actually back on? Are we back on? Finally. I didn't know how much longer to wait for that. I added some characters in the meantime and just thought we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. Steam popped up. A Steam chat. I've had to delete Discord off this PC already because its notifications and updates would just do me head in. Anywho, let's go and have a little buzz. Running about, getting killed. Most likely gonna get killed down there. We'll see what happens. Oh, look at them all going off me. I mean, I'm discovering it's almost impossible to run out of the mana he's given us. You know, the blue line. That's what all my magic and abilities are using. So when I'm outside the nav mesh volume, they're gonna shoot at me. Whoa, get out of there. Let me get out the nav mesh volume. They're just gonna shoot at me because they can still see me, or they're gonna follow me. Yo, but so they can't shoot out of, oh yeah they can. Yeah they can. They can shoot out of it as well. Let's go and see if I can beat these ones in here without magic. Magic, but I need to stop energy. Without energy. Without the abilities. Oh, we've got, see, something's pinging. Stop trying your updates and whatever you are. Go away. Oh, what a kick, mate. What? 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 Okay, okay. That's actual death. That's actual death, that. That's actual death. You know, I have to put, okay. What went down then? That got a bit daft. We've got an error as well, which will probably mean a hard crash in the actual game, so we need to sort that out. We didn't want errors. It was the drones. Mate, that's a sick kick. Ah, you took a while to see me then. That's bad peripheral vision, that. We'll have to sort that out. But this is what we need to do. We need to debug it, basically, and run about it. Play it. See what it's saying. Roundhouse, mate. Fucking Bruce Lee, mate. It's crazy. Tune in because I saw your Six Dragons video. Keep up good work, love. The real honest reactions. No props, Jacob. Literally been amazed by it. In fact, let me see what that blueprint is because I don't want errors. We need to sort that out. Something's gone wrong. Stop. Ah, so it was during the abilities. The error only came up when it was during a fight. I think it was the custom ability. Because he's allowed for us to make custom abilities, which will be any added weapons and abilities that we do down the line. But I legitimately just wanted to come on today and give a little gist of how epic Unreal Engine actually is. Because it's completely ridiculous. From what they did on The Mandalorian to what I'm doing here now, the possibilities are legitimately endless. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy. And on that note, while I've still got a stream, and I can still actually say goodbye, am I gonna do it? Enjoy the rest of your weekend, guys. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Invest in yourself and the internet of value. If you are a creative or you're looking to teach people or educate or entertain, or you basically just want to direct your kids into a career that can entice imagination and creativity within them, I honestly urge you to download this engine and start getting to grips with it before we start living in full-on mixed and augmented reality worlds. Start creating them yourself and understand how they actually work. It's a no-brainer for me, being a creative myself, but I urge others to just dip the toe in it and see how they feel. Get out of code, start running through it with your kids and see what happens. And thanks, June. Really appreciate it. Thanks everyone else for tuning in. As I say, invest in yourself, the internet of value, live long and not at all till you're ready to let it go. Wishing health and happiness to you and yours, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.